Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you about snowmen at night. How I am going to show you how to draw snowmen at night in Sketch.io. The first thing I want you to do is notice that in these pictures, now this is from a children's book, but in these pictures, you can see the light source is the light of the moon, right? And the big dark sky. And even though this is snow and we know it's snow, it's not completely white, right? This is white. This is a light blue, okay? And the shadows are not black, they're dark blue or purple. And you can see that that reflective light we talked about before fall break is on the backside of this snowman, and it's kind of like a light peach or orange color. You can see the real highlight, the true highlight on the front, right, on the side, and then that curved shading we talked about for a sphere, and then our reflective light on here. Okay, so let's switch into Sketch.io. The first thing I want to do is do that nice dark background that we talked about. So I'm going into vector fill and into the linear option, and then I selected a dark blue gradient. Okay. Now I want to move the gradient so that the darkest color is at the top and the lightest color is at the bottom, like that snow, right? And I'm just going to drag this one shows us where that line is, and I want to drag it way down towards the bottom. Awesome. All right, so just like that picture that we were looking at before, there is kind of that nice bright line here for the snow before we start on our spheres. Okay, so now that we have the background, I'm going into my drawing tools. I'll select the paintbrush option. And for the outline color, I chose a solid white, but I did change my opacity to 20%. Now I can draw a nice snowbank right here. So remember, snow doesn't just sit in a perfectly straight line. It's fine if you draw a perfectly straight line. I think that's your choice. But I'm actually going to add a second layer here on this top part. Maybe add a little bit brighter right here in the middle. But it could even be curved, right? It could even be curved. Whatever you want. All right, so now it's time to draw our snowman. So I'm going to pick the circle option, and then for fill, I'm going to go to white. Okay, but I want to make sure that these are small circles. So not giant, way smaller. There we go. That's a nice size. So there's one, have one head like that. And then we're going to duplicate it. Oh, yes, that's right. You need the selection tool. I forgot about that. Styles option, copy and paste. So now I have two identical snowman heads. Oh yeah, let's go, while we're doing that, let's just lock all of this. Oh, I want to lock all of this snow in place. Options, lock. There we go. That was a close one. All right, so now that I have these two, I am going to copy and paste them, but make them bigger. Probably a medium size so I can have like their body. Ooh, that looks a little bit too big. Yeah, that's a good size. Now I can move them and select those two again. Options, copy and paste. Let's make those just a bit bigger for the bottom of the... Oh, they look like they're dancing. Okay, I'm going to leave them like that because that's adorable. Okay, so you see how these are bright white, and then we have this nice dark background because it's nighttime, and then we have this, uh, see how it's so much lighter? Well, we don't want that. We want them to all match. We want this to be a cohesive drawing. So I can go ahead and lock these 6 spheres or circles, they're not spheres yet, in place. Okay, then now I have those nice groups in my layers tab. My circles, well, I didn't group them, but you know what I'm saying. Paintbrushes, everything's locked. Zoom in. Okay, now it's time to add some shading. It's time to add some shading. So we want these circles not to be white. We want them to be almost like a light blue, right? And then we can color all of these peach highlights and light blue, dark blue highlights on a curve, okay? On a curve. So if I grab that paintbrush, instead of white, like I did for the snow, I'm going to pick a kind of like a light blue that kind of goes with this background. So instead of picking this baby blue, that's almost like a sapphire, I want to pick this very light shade of blue. Ooh, I need to turn my line width way down. That was too big. Did you see that? All right, so now I'm just going to go ahead and color in this whole sphere, all of these spheres. Okay, color in all of these spheres. This way you don't have to start by drawing the spheres, right? You can start with white and then, you know, the circle's already there for you. The one thing I like about Sketch.io, it's a little bit better than, say, Canvas, is that you have the option when you're doing the opacity, if you don't pick up your brush, it's all one color, right? It's all one color because I haven't picked it up yet. And then when you layer, it changes the color. But that's not how it works in Canvas. All right, so first we need to pick where the light's coming from. I want to say the light is going to come from over here. Okay, the light's up here in the sky, and it's coming down this way, which means that the light's over here. That means our shadows are on this side. So you can even take this light blue and start drawing out some shadows on your sphere, right? Make it a little bit curved. You want to kind of cover the whole thing in like a curved line, right? It's that light blue, and you want to kind of think about it like a crescent moon on these circles, right? So kind of it's a crescent moon. You don't want them to be too white, so we can, if you color outside the lines and it gets on the background, that's okay. Snow falls apart all the time anyway. Maybe the snow's just blowing, right? Don't forget the top sphere. Okay, I'm just doing that curved line. I'm picking up maybe 2 or 3 times for the back side. 1, 2, and here's a third one. Just that nice C shape. Do that for the head. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. There you go. It already looks good, right? It already looks good. That's fine. Okay. All right, so now we want to add a little bit darker. We want to go a little bit darker for the next one. So just right below that color, let's just grab this one. Still keep your opacity at 20%. You're just going to draw a nice C curve, just 1, 2, 3, right? Just on the edge. 1, 2, 3. And because the paintbrush has that blur, my blur is set to 10%, I get that the opacity is lighter on the edges, which means that I get this nice, well-blended shadow, right? And I have this natural reflected light already. So let's do this again. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. It's all ready. It just looks so good already. I love these little snowmen. Okay, so now I want to add that kind of peachy color. So right above the orange, all the way at the top is probably the lightest color. And I'm just going to add this right on the edge, maybe just 2 times on the edge, right where that reflective light is. 2, 1. I think just 1, I think is good for the back of the head. It'll be brighter towards the bottom of the body. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Make sure you're doing a curve, right? These are both circles. They're stuck together, but it's awesome. Okay, so now that we have our snowman spheres, we have our reflected light, which is not white, it's slightly yellow, and we have our light shading. We know our light source is coming from over here. We have our bright highlight where there's no blue coloring at all on these edges. Okay, these look like great little snowmen. I want to draw some shadows. So instead of drawing like a deep black shadow down here, like picking one of these colors black, okay, I want to go for a lighter gray. I'm going to pick a lighter gray shadow. You can, because this surface is blue, you could pick like even a blue. You can make a blue shadow, okay? Just the only thing is, instead of drawing a circle, you would draw kind of like that C curve that we did up here, because the sphere is sitting in the snow, and so it's actually covering up some of its own shadow, if you can imagine that. Okay, some of the sphere shadow is at the bottom, so that you kind of want to just make it like the letter D. See the letter D, and then fill that in. So that's the bottom, and then you'll do really light circle for the top, for the body, middle torso. You know what I'm saying? And then because the head is so much farther away, I am going to drop that opacity down just a hint, just a smidge. Okay, so you can see it. Oh, that's adorable. It's cute. It's looking really good. Okay, so now that I have my shadows and my light and all my cool little snowmen, now it's time to add some details. Okay, so let's say that you're drawing your details and you're remembering to add shading that's the same color, like this is green, and then with a slightly less opacity with a darker color, I add the shading for the earmuffs, highlights on the hat, shading on the mugs of hot chocolate. But I had to cover up part of the snowman's arm, and I haven't shaded this twig yet, and that's going to look a little crazy. So I want to first go to my color picker, and then right here there's this eyedrop tool. When you pick the eyedrop tool, you can select the color that you want, that you've already used in your drawing. Okay, so now I have the same brown, and I think I drew this at an 80% opacity, so I can then draw the little curved lines. See how it's lighter? It's because I use it at an 80% opacity. So let's grab that again. Let's pick a darker color, maybe like down here. And then we can just make it a little bit more brown, rich. Here we go. Yeah. I'll just add a little spice. All right, and now I'm gonna make this like much darker. And instead of red, I want it to be on the orange side, like an orangish, reddish side, really dark. But I want the opacity to be like 20%. And I need to drop my line width down so it's not so strong. And if it comes outside the line, it'll just look like a shadow, right? but I'm not tracing the whole thing. I'm just going on the bottom half of it. Okay, so it's just not as dark. There we go. Clink, clink. Oh, they're so cute and so happy. One thing is, if you spend so much time on your spheres and making them look like they have shading, there's the highlight, the reflected light, and all of your shading in the middle. Don't forget to do that for your accessories, okay? So even if that just means taking a 20% opacity and using like a light color gray and adding like very quick highlights to everything you have, it's going to make a world of difference. Now, I haven't done anything to the noses yet. It's kind of an illusion. So I'm just going to go in here and with like, I think I used like a bright orange, like this color, it looks like. So I'm just going to go 2 down, make sure that line width is small, and then just quickly line the bottom part or the back end of the nose. That's it. Just at the base, because the highlight's coming this way, so this part of the nose is lighter, and then this side would be in shadow because his face is turned. Same thing for this guy. This part of his nose is in shadow, so I can just add a couple of layers on there. Let's zoom out and see what it looks like. Hey, that's a cute little drawing. It is a really cute drawing. You can always add some snowflakes or some stars or add your own flavor to it. I hope you like this tutorial, and I'll see you guys in class. Bye.